What was the most transformative experience in your careers?
Had started a business. I got a contract for $10 million. It was me and my dog in my basement. That was my company. They found out, said, we can't give you this $10 million contract, so we want you to defer to one of your subcontractors. So I did. Long story short, my subcontractor defaulted. I won't get into details, ran away with the money. Everybody went to court. So I was up here, highest of highs. It was great. I'm going to be rich. And went down, I'm going to be broke. I'm going to lose my house. This is going to be horrible. Turned out, it taught me how to be tough. I was having panic attacks. Changed my whole career. Made me tough. Made me understand that no matter how bad it looks, there's always hope. And here I am today.
I'll share one story. When I was working on my PhD, so we had a 9-year-old Belgian Shepherd suffering from osteosarcoma. So owner of the dog came to our lab and said, can you do something about it? And we designed a custom implant. Long story short, 5 months later, I saw this video on YouTube. The dog is from New Jersey, so the dog was running in the beach with some tacky music in the back. But then the owner visited us back to our lab, and he was in tears. And to me, that, along with the 2 undergraduates who worked in the project, and one of them ended up working for a biomedical company, one of them became a scientist. To me, that was very, very valuable experience where you take whatever you learn, you apply to a real problem, and more people benefit out of it. So that was very transformative for me.
One day I was having issues with suppliers, and I'm always the person that's like, I wish people could just get out of my way. So I was talking to my boss and explaining the problem, and I was like, but it's not my job to do that. And he stopped me and he said, yes, it is. That was an instant moment for me to realize the chains were let loose. I can do his job. If he can't do it for him, I can make it happen no matter what. I can go around people, through people, or with people. So that's the moment when I became a fixer.
I was teaching at a primary undergraduate university. I'd been teaching for a couple years. I thought I knew what I was doing. I taught a brand new class. I thought I was doing well. I got the worst reviews, student reviews, that I think anybody has ever seen in their entire life. And I realized that I wasn't being authentic. I was teaching how I thought a professor should teach. I wasn't being authentic to myself. I wasn't being authentic to my students. And turned it all around, decided, you know what, if the dean doesn't like me or if the students don't like me, at least I can feel comfortable with who I am. Next semester went great. I've actually used a lot of those tools that I learned in my current position where teaching's changed a little bit. It's not students, it's now clients or attorneys or manufacturers, but I would say that sort of was a nice pivot point where I realized that you have to be authentic or you're not doing anybody justice.